Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another Miniverse Make It Mini treats. They do have pencil marks on the side. There's a dot, you barely can see it right by the foot of that person. This should be the Peeps shake. Let's see if it's accurate. So far this series has been an absolute blast. Looks like it's correct. They did a really good job. They just keep getting better and better and better with their creations. There we go. It's kind of like a drawer, vending machine, fridge, whatever you want to call it. Oh my god. I love Peeps. I know Peeps are something you either love or hate. A lot of people don't like marshmallows. I love them. So super excited for this. We have the bunny cup. We have whipped cream. Oh my god. The sprinkles are even peep shaped. Can you see that? That's amazing. I love that. We have resin, a top. This is probably just tongs. Oh, and a straw too. Ooh, they give us a twisty straw. And whatever this is for. Maybe putting the marshmallows through? I don't know. We're about to find out. Okay, this looks fun. We're going to be skewering those Peeps, adding the resin right till you get to the ears, adding in the straw and the twisty thingamabob, curing it, then add a little bit more resin and add those marshmallows in, cure it, add a little bit of resin to the tops of the marshmallows so that you can add those sprinkles, cure it again. Looks pretty easy. Let's first open these. I hate to open them, they're so cute. Comes with 4, but I think we only need 2. Oh. Oh my gosh, they're rubbery. That is hilarious. We can put those back in there. Okay, so they do have faces on one side, and there is a hole, so we're going to skewer those. Make sure the faces are going the same direction. And they have it pushed up to the top like that, so there's nothing sticking up. Let's look at the bunny cup next. I love the packaging. You could use all these boxes since they're so decorated and use them in your little Spaces stores. So cute. Oh my gosh, that's a nice pink too. Very, very Peeps color. Okay, so we are putting it to the very top because that's where the ears go. And yep, that measures perfectly. I always like to kind of look at it and see how much room we have. I was expecting that to be that kind of peep on top. So these are the smaller marshmallows. So yeah, that should fit pretty good. I'm still gonna scoot the things to the back corner, but it should fit nicely. And it actually shows you that in the instructions, keeping the straw and the skewer on those back parts pretty much pushed up against that wall. So let's get to adding this. I like these nozzles, but I guess for this build, you almost don't need it. Especially because the bulk of it is just being poured directly in there.
So this is going to take a minute, but we will fill it all the way up.
Looking again at the instructions, it actually shows 2 of those in there. I'm pretty sure that's not possible, unless you're gonna put it up on the sides here. Don't know. But that does make this part even more important of putting it way against that wall in the back and kind of holding it as it cures so it's not sliding at an angle, because it's gonna make it really difficult to get those in there. So I'm gonna cure that and we'll be back to see what we could squeeze in there. This cured nicely. I don't see any like big air bubbles or anything like that, so that's good. Now let's test it and see if 2 That's gonna be a little tricky. I think we're going to have to put it a little bit on the side, kind of like what we did with the Tootsie Roll guy. Yeah, there's not much room there. It's doable. It's just gonna be a tight squeeze. So let's add a little bit of resin. I did leave a slight gap there. I'm not gonna add too much. I even have a toothpick if I want to kind of move it around. Bump it right up against there. Hopefully, might need just a touch more. Because it's got to be able to touch the whipped cream. Okay. This one seemed easier to place because it is kind of wedged with the straw there. But I need to kind of get it underneath. Okay, let me try to move this one in. I'm gonna try to straighten those up. If you want to lay it flat looking onward like this, it's almost easier to do one at a time. So I did zap that one real quick. I'm gonna add just a touch more resin and see if I can balance that other one there. And then we should be good. It has to be pretty full. And I did drop this one and get a little resin on it, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be putting resin on them anyways. So I'm going to look at it from this way, straighten it, and cure it. While that's curing, we can get our sprinkles out. We do have 2 leftover whipped creams, 2 squishy Peeps, and then I like to dump out the sprinkles and kind of have the colors laying out so I could really quickly put them on there. Because I will be placing these specifically. We have orange, pink, blue, purple, green, yellow, good variety. Here's what they look like up close, just the silhouettes of the Peeps. There's no faces or anything, but so adorable. It's maybe a slightly off center, but that was a little hard to put in there. I think I did pretty decent. So now we're gonna add some on top. And I guess you can do this and then cure it and then do it again if you want it real pigmented. But I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see it. So let's just try to put some on there. Kind of careful. I always do that. I'm like, I'm being careful, and then they go flying. Okay, something like that. You do have to work kind of fast so it doesn't get all drippy. Actually, let me cure that. I did a very quick zap. Sometimes the resin is just super runny, and it's best to just do part of it at a time. Also doesn't help that I put a lot of resin on there. There's that. But let's do like a green over here. I don't really care if they go sideways, so it looks more natural. But I put one of each color on there. I think that looks pretty good. Let's cure that. So there's the sprinkles. I could definitely add more, especially like one back there, but I think it's cute. It's a little difficult to see on camera because of how bright pink it is with the neon yellow, but this is fun. I love the twisty straw. I love this aspect of it. They're spongy, marshmallowy feeling. This one is super cute. I also had the Peeps cupcakes, the TWIZZLER cake, and a few others. So if you want to see me make those, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.